Yo, what is up, you guys? This is Dominator here, and I am back with another tutorial video. This video is a follow-up to my how to get all the Gen 5 events with the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection events. I had a lot of requests for this video, so I'm doing it. It's gonna be a little weird because I normally don't make videos like this, but I'll explain it later. But as you can see, the primary DNS we have set to our connection is 164.132.044.106. You're gonna need that. Not in here, though. You're going to have to configure this a little differently. So, in the Gen 4 games, it works different than the Gen 5 games. In Gen 5, you set your primary DNS to this number, and it works, and that's all you have to do. For the Gen 4 games, you have to use the same number, but you're not going to do it right here. So, I'll leave that number in the description, and I will also, I mean, you can pause the video and write that down if you need it. So, we're going to get out of here. And I'm going to load up Pokemon Platinum. You can do this with Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, Heartgold, and Soulsilver. It works. It also works for other, like, the Pokemon Ranger games I've heard. So, a quick info about this tutorial is I can't actually show you it working. This is very specific, and I'm unable to do this. But a lot of people can, so I'm still going to throw this information out here. So, instead of going to your connection settings on the 3DS or DS, you're going to want to go to in-game, you're going to go to the Nintendo WFC settings. And then you're going to want to go to Wi-Fi connection, and you're going to want to set up a connection. Now, I have this quick example. This is my internet, and this is not actually the WEP key, because my router is too new and you can't work. I found a code that actually fits in here, but yeah, mine will not work for this. Let me just show you test connection. It'll say it's got like full connection, and then after a while it will not work. So what you're gonna want to do, there's two options of doing this and having it actually work, and two of these options are both not available to me. So I can't show you how to do this, but I can tell you how to do it. So what you're gonna want to need is you're gonna need either a really old router that will support WEP keys, or it has a WEP key, and it should say it on the router. You can easily check that. There should be a WEP key. If it doesn't say specifically it's the WEP key, just type in the codes until it, like the codes that are listed, until it lets you know it works. Like if I type in like random codes, it'll say it's not valid. But if you get one that works, it'll actually let you put it in. So try that and then test your connection and see if it works. Now, another option is to have an Android phone, which I don't have. I have an iPhone. This is why it doesn't work. And you're going to want to enable a personal hotspot. And there's a few things. You're going to want to... I might put visuals up to make this easier. I don't know. So you're going to want to enable a personal hotspot. And you're going to want to set the password to none. And then when you're adding new connections, you're going to want to go over to this options section on your game. And then you're going to want to go to system information, and it's going to tell you the MAC address right there. That's my MAC address. It'll probably be a little different for you. But you're going to want to type this into your Android phone under MAC address when you're adding a new thing. You're going to want the connection to be open and no password. You cannot have a password or else this will not work. So, as I said, you're going to want to have the connection, it's like the security open, the connection, you're going to want that to be open, and you don't want it to say hide your device. I might put visuals on if I can find visuals that work. I really wish I could show you that this works, but I've seen multiple accounts. I've had so many people tell me how to do this. I just can't do it because I don't have an Android phone, and I don't have an old router. So, after you get that, I believe you should be able to connect your device. So when you have your DS set up to your hotspot on your Android phone, you're going to want to go to here, and you're going to want to hit search for an access point. Let me show you. It'll show up my access point, but there will be an option for your Android phone, and it'll have an unlocked padlock icon. Mine's locked. It's red. It'll be blue. You want to select that, and it's going to say connection successful. Then all you're going to want to do after that is go down to auto obtain DNS. You're going to want to turn that off, and then primary DNS, you're going to want to put that same code in that you put before. And it should work. You should be able to get all the events that, at least that were over Wi-Fi connection. But that includes the member card and Oak's letter for Platinum, which means you can Shiny Hunt, Shaman, and Darkrai completely legit, and even transfer them to Pokebank, which is really cool. Again, I apologize. I am really sorry that I cannot actually show you this. I don't have an option. I just want to give out the information. If you guys are confused by anything, or if I said anything wrong, I will edit it in the description, so check that out. Yeah, you can get a lot of cool events out of this. It's just like the Gen 5 events that I showed. Those do work. If you get some errors, just try again. Just keep trying. It depends on what errors you get, but keep trying. If something's wrong, try to mess with it. This is pretty finicky because of the whole you have to run on an Android hotspot or an old router. If you have an old router, you're fine, but odds are you don't. And if you have an Android phone, you're fine, but it could be a little finicky. If you don't have either of those, I'm sorry. There's not really much you can do about it. There's just old software that does not work with a lot of people. So yeah, hopefully that works. If there's anything else, I will definitely leave it in the description or the comment section. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be sure to join the domination, and I will see you in the next video.